Hi, this episode is going to be about hanging a new bag of hydration, subcutaneous administered hydration. I want to start by first saying that Westgate, when we buy from the solution from Westgate, we usually keep it in a bag like this and we store it in the guest bedroom closet. So that's where, if you have to hang a new bag, that's where the extra bag will be, in a bag like this. And then this bag comes in a plastic package. You can either rip open the plastic or cut it with scissors. Scissors can be found in this drawer right here. Cut it open, take it out. And then this is called the drip set, and this is the tubing and the drip controller and where you secure the needle, and that comes separately. And you can open the bag. It's like you peel it open. It's pretty self-explanatory to peel it. So you want all those things. You want a fresh needle. So I have one that I showed in a previous video, and then you want to take a paper towel with you because we're going to bleed the line. And you need to have that. So we're gonna stop the video and get into position and tell you the rest. All right, I'm back by the chair where we administer the fluids, and I'm going to have, there's a hole at the top of this bag, and I'm gonna hang the bag over the lamp hook. Thank goodness we have this lamp to help us. And then the very first thing I do is this blue cap here. There's a cap on these. There's usually two outlets, and the one I typically use has got the cap that's easier to remove. So I'm going to remove this cap just by pulling on it, and nothing flows out of it. It just needs to be taken off. And then I take, I take the end of the tube that is closest to the, what do you call that? The drip control. And it's also capped, so I take that off. Now, before I stick it in the bag, everything is open. So I don't want water solution to start flowing through. So I'm going to pinch off part of using the pincher stopper to keep it from running through while I'm getting it ready. Now it is tangled up, which I don't love here. That doesn't normally happen usually, so obviously just take a little bit of time to unwind it. So, and then I usually try to move this around. You can move it around to about a place where I think it's easy when you're sitting down to operate. And that doesn't really matter either a whole lot. Okay, where it is. So then I just insert this pointy tip into the bottom of this opening, and then I kind of twist and push so that basically there is a really strong connection. It's strongly in this channel then with access to the solution. So then I take and I squeeze this bag, squeeze about maybe a half of an inch of fluid into this holding chamber like that. Okay, so it's ready. Typically then what I'll do is put the clean needle on, and I showed this in a previous episode, but I'll do it again really quickly because it needs to be done to show you the rest of this. This is the part where the needle is inserted. This blue cap comes off and it's discarded. All these pieces that I'm taking off are discarded. And then I put the needle into the connector and tighten the connector to make sure that the needle is solidly in there and can't be pulled out. And then here's the needle cap. So I want to bleed the line so there's a solid line of water already running through the tube. So I take off the cap, keep it in my hands, and I point the needle to the paper towel because I don't want it to spill on the upholstery. And then I release and I wait for the water to come squirting out like it is now on the paper towel. Now I know that the solution is all the way through the needle. And so it's ready to start dripping into Hoover immediately without injecting air into his system. So I'm going to recap it for now, the clean needle, because I need to get Hoover. So that's really kind of it. It's a fairly simple process. Once you do it, it just takes some practice in terms of making sure to get the drip set connected to the bag. And then before you do anything, before you even do that, just make sure at least one of those two stoppers, the pinch stopper or the drip stopper, are closed so that you don't lose water just flowing freely out before you're completely ready. And that's all there is to it. Now Hoover is ready for his hydration.